the Cowboys, I mean, when Dak Prescott's looking like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning in his prime against you with no CD Lamb, I mean, this is a pretty low point.
How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. On to battle. Hey, hey. Start just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. Hey, hey. When the star shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And here we are, Cowboys Nation. Victory Monday. Our Dallas Cowboys were able to go to East Rutherford, New Jersey, and put belt to ass when it comes to those New York Jets. Yes, it was the 0-4 New York Jets, but I don't give a damn, Cowboys Nation. Our Dallas Cowboys needed this dub on Sunday, and that's exactly what they got. The Dallas Cowboys offense played as if their hair was on fire, and everyone, including some of the haters, had to give Dak Prescott and the offense their flowers, including Colin Cowherd. On the latest episode of the Colin Cowherd podcast, Colin Cowherd and John Middlecoff broke down week 5 of the NFL regular season and had nothing but glowing things to say about our Dallas Cowboys. So we're going to take a listen to the 2 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first clip from the Colin Cowherd podcast.
Dak was terrific. Dak's having his best year as a pro because he's having to carry a team. This isn't the Zeke top O-line in the league, Amari Cooper. That's not what this is. Without CD Lamb, John, I'm not sure they have a definitive number 2. Their tight end's probably a 2 to a 3 on most teams. Their running backs are absolutely 2s. The O-line's still in a semi-rebuild. Tyler Smith's great. But this is not an elite head coach. It's not an elite O-line. It's not an elite roster. I've been blown away by Dak. I've never thought this highly of Dak. I think, again, like Jalen Hurts, mature, head down, not highly emotional, an adult. Do I want to pay him what I'm paying him? You know what? Right now, Dak's worth his contract. He's worth it.
Yeah.
Could be the MVP.
Colin Cowherd. So if all those things are not elite, if the coach is not elite, the offensive line is not elite, you don't have a wide receiver 2, even though I would argue that George Pickens is a great wide receiver 2, unless you're talking about with CeeDee Lamb being out and George Pickens being that number 1, I can get what you're saying. But if all those pieces aren't elite, how is your offense number 1 in the league? But, after all the hating that Colin Cowherd has given Dak Prescott over the years, he actually had to give Dak Prescott his props this time. He said that he's never thought so highly about Dak Prescott, but the thing is, Dak has been balling like this the majority of his career, but for some reason, it was super fashionable to just hate and gain notoriety off that negativity when it comes to Dak Prescott. I'm sorry, Cowboys Nation, but you gotta give credit where credit is due in this situation. But jumping into the second clip and the last clip, Colin Cowherd and John Middlecoff continue their analysis of our Dallas Cowboys game against the New York Jets. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that so we can come back and unpack this raw and uncut.
I think what really puts the Jets into perspective is probably no one had a bigger question mark next to their name as a coach than Brian Schottenheimer. And you just said how you're defined as a coach, especially on a team that's not great. What does your side of the ball look like? Well, he's the offensive play caller, and they've been awesome all year long. And now they've lost one of the highest paid and best wide receivers in the league for several games. And like you said, George Pickens is a 2. And, Ferguson's solid. I mean, this isn't Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith walking through the door. And the offensive line is definitely a question mark. And the offense, listen, Brian Schottenheimer's kind of throwing it back to back in the day when he was declining head coaching interviews. Pretty good offensive coordinator. I kind of know what I'm doing. And I've been blown away. I mean, their team, they got very, the Packers got very lucky a week ago that ball didn't bounce in the air instead of hit the ground, or the Cowboys would be what, 3-1 right now? Or I guess they were 2-2. They'd be 3-2. Like they would be just good. Like there'd be no disputing. Like they were just a solid. Like could they win 9 games?
John, he's absolutely right in this scenario. Everyone had questions about Brian Schottenheimer coming into training camp and in the preseason. A lot of the talking heads said that Brian Schottenheimer wouldn't have this Dallas Cowboys team win more than 2 games this year, Cowboys Nation. 2 games. Well, Cowboys Nation, those same talking heads might have to eat a little bit of crow now. But let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes, shall we? Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
Man, keeping it real. Man, keep it real. That's real.
All right, Cowboys Nation, let me go ahead and get this out the way first and foremost. I had several people come in my comment section either on TikTok or on YouTube. If you ain't following your man on TikTok, I highly suggest that you do. But they were talking about, it's just the New York Jets. I'll tell you this for free, Cowboys Nation. Those same fans would have been in my comment section bashing the Dallas Cowboys if we had lost that game against the New York Jets. I can hear it now. Y'all couldn't even beat the 0-4 New York Jets, or I knew the Cowboys was ass. Seeing that the Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Jets, now they suck? Now they don't have a defense? They don't have Sauce Gardner on their team, Cowboys Nation? But I had some guys talking about, that's why Cowboys fans annoy me, as well as, let me guess, it's y'all year now, huh? I'ma tell anyone that doesn't rock with Cowboys Nation or the Dallas Cowboys, you can kick rocks. If you don't like Cowboys Nation or the Dallas Cowboys, then there's no need for you to be watching the content or stopping by any content creator's post. You can't. Why? Because you're addicted to seeing everyone else fail. You're addicted to the hatred in your heart for a team that is on the tip of everybody's tongue. This is why you can't help yourself but to comment on a Cowboy content creator's video. But hey, we appreciate the views. I'll keep it a buck. But the reason why I'm pretty content with the performance of our Dallas Cowboys at MetLife Stadium is because our Dallas Cowboys team has been known for losing games such as this one, losing games that they know they should win. We call those trap games. And this damn sure could have been one of those trap games if we didn't go up there thinking that we got to beat the New York Jets. If we went up there thinking like, hey, we can go ahead and chill, we can lay back because it is the New York Jets, then hey, we might have lost that game. If we underestimated Aaron Glenn, Justin Fields, and Sauce Gardner and went up to MetLife Stadium and got beat, I know all you haters out there would be in my comment section clowning Dallas Cowboys fans. Well, you don't get that satisfaction this week. But let's not act as if this Dallas Cowboys team didn't go into this game limping, like they didn't go into this game hurt. All but one of our starters on the offensive line was out due to injury. Our wide receiver 1 and CeeDee Lamb was out of the game due to injury. Our wide receiver 3 and premier elite return guy in Kevontae Turpin was out for the game. Facing all that, our Dallas Cowboys were still able to put up 37 points on the scoreboard. I don't know about you, but I truly feel that that's a huge step in the right direction for our Dallas Cowboys team. I've also been seeing the narrative that Dak Prescott's not playing the quarterback position at a high level. I'm sorry, but my eyes tell me a different story, Cowboys Nation. My eyes show me that Dak Prescott's playing the quarterback position at an elite level so far during this season. Colin Cowherd has co-signed it during this podcast. The analyst on Sunday's presentation, they co-signed it. Even Stephen A. Smith said it during First Take. Everyone knows that Stephen A. Smith hates to give Dak Prescott his flowers, but had absolutely no choice but to give him his flowers after the performance against the Jets. So it ain't just Cowboys fans who are saying it. It's everyone with a football IQ above room temperature that's saying it. Colin Cowherd said that Dak Prescott is having to carry this Dallas Cowboys team. People are going to try to take the credit from him that he deserves by saying, well, Javonte Williams did a lot of the heavy lifting, even though Javonte Williams didn't throw the ball nor catch a 46-yard bomb for a touchdown. Javonte Williams adds to this team what it's been missing, a nice, reliable running back one that has power, speed, and the ability to juke a defender while not shying away from contact. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, why would you try to take credit from someone just to continue a false narrative? I honestly can't take you seriously by doing that, and I would have to question your football acumen. Not only did Dak Prescott play a great game, the defense was able to step up and get in the backfield, causing a lot of disruption for Justin Fields. The narrative was that Justin Fields was going to get in this game and going to run all over the Dallas Cowboys defense. When he wasn't able to do that, the narrative changed to Sauce Gardner locking down George Pickens. When he wasn't able to do that, the haters started to get quiet. Now, the haters will resort to the same old talking points. Do it in the playoffs. For some reason, the haters always forget that you have to do good during the regular season in order to get to the postseason. Those that call themselves Cowboys fans that parrot the same talking points obviously don't remember that it takes a lot to get to the postseason. Those are the same fans that say Stephen A. Smith was right or Shady McCoy wasn't lying. This is why I will go to my grave saying that no Dallas Cowboys quarterback will get the credit that they deserve, even if the team were to win a Super Bowl. The haters would find some way to take the credit from Dak Prescott or whatever quarterback it was just to truly say that they were right, if you ask me. But am I happy at what the Dallas Cowboys were able to do at MetLife Stadium? You bet your bottom dollar that I'm happy with their performance. Are we going to the Super Bowl after beating the Jets? Hell no, Cowboys Nation. There's so much more work to be done in order to even be considered a contender for our Dallas Cowboys. There's so much work that needs to be done before the words Super Bowl can even enter the conversation for our Dallas Cowboys. I know that the haters are going to say that Cowboys fans always say that it's our year, even though the only people I've heard say this is the haters that try to ridicule Cowboys Nation. Newsflash, haters. Stephen A. Smith says that we say this all the time, so we know where you're getting your talking points from. This Dallas Cowboys team is starting to show us something, and each and every Dallas Cowboys fan out there should be proud of the performance against the Jets. If you're not, you might want to think about what team you truly root for, because it damn sure ain't the Dallas Cowboys. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Cowboys Nation, what do you feel about what Colin Cowherd and John Middlequoth had to say? Do you feel that this Dallas Cowboys team is starting to get into its groove for the 2025 season? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comments section. If you're digging this content and want to help the channel reach its current goal of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. And if you are DC for life and you're proud of what our Dallas Cowboys were able to do at MetLife Stadium yesterday, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay, and I will put my Madden 26 gameplay up against the Carolina Panthers this week. But as an NFL team, you don't want to peak way too early. You want to peak just at the right time in order to make it to where you want to go. I feel that the Dallas Cowboys are taking their lumps early. They've been taking their lumps, and now they're getting out of it. Now they're coming on to the better side of things, and Cowboys Nation gets to enjoy it. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Enjoy this Victory Monday, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain EC for life.